All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel for a daily update on none other than our good old friend Solana. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in on a day-to-day basis. I know you guys are probably like Crypto ZX. You say this quite a bit. We get it. You're thankful, but I just want to say that your support means the world to me, and you do, obviously push me to continue producing these updates on a day-to-day basis. Of course, sometimes you just want to kind of relax, but with the support that I receive, it's just a no-brainer. But if we're looking at the overall markets today, of course it's midnight in North America, depending where you are. We're seeing the entire market in a lot of green, not just meme coins. We're talking about everything, and I'm sure you can see that on the screen. If you're looking at Solana, to be specific, it's up 1.1% on the daily time frame, with the price currently sitting at $150.82. Now let's give it a refresh live and see if that has updated. There we go, $151.40. Up 0.4% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, but we're down 1.4% in Bitcoin comparative right now. And the reason as to why that's the case is because just recently, in the last few minutes, we're seeing the dominance picking up because obviously Bitcoin was able to reach an all-time high, but dominance is still quite low in my opinion, which is the main reason and the main catalyst behind this massive green, especially for altcoins, as we are seeing right now. But if we're looking at the overall market cap, still above 67 billion, 67.1 billion to be exact, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $6.4 billion. So love to see this type of stuff. I'm sure everyone does as well. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So the yesterday's update was a really interesting and very exciting update, and I kind of felt that within the community as well, and the overall feedback was absolutely amazing. So I appreciate, like I said, once again, for sharing your feedback. Everyone seems to be on the same page. Obviously, I did indicate in some other updates as well that we will be due eventually for a little bit of a cool off before the halvening takes place. I know everyone is thinking about the halvening date itself to be when the sell and use event takes place, but do you really think these whales are gonna let people wait till that specific day? Absolutely not. I don't think that. I think as we get into the month of April as well, maybe even this month, late this month, we could see that shakeout, because honestly, we are due for a shakeout to occur. Because right now, if you look at, I'm sure everyone knows at this point, everyone is bullish. And when you see that, even though we did see a flash crash, early this month, when we hit an all-time high, even though we did see that part, the price picked up and went towards a new all-time high, just crossed 73k, and the level of greediness in the market right now is at its all-time high, in my opinion. And I think we are getting close to a little bit of a shakeout, and I think we could see it late this month as well. But if you're looking at Solana's overall DeFi, we're looking at about 3.3 billion. So this is increasing on a daily basis. And again, this is something not anyone should be surprised at. Obviously, if you were, holding Solana back in October, just look at it back in October. I'm going to leave this to just talk, just chart. This cannot be made up. This is DeFi Llama. It tells you everything. All the metrics are, presented to you. But if you're looking at it just in October, guess what the total value locked was for, Solana? Just 316.8 million. And fast forward just a few months later, we're looking at about November, December, January, February, and of course March just started. So 4.2 months, you could say, almost 5 months, we've seen Solana's price absolutely exploding, and on top of that, Solana's DeFi has 10x plus since that point. So this should highlight how interested people are in Solana, and I think this cycle is revolving around Solana, because if you're looking at SPL tokens, if you're looking at people farming on Solana, if you think developers, if you look at institutional interest, Solana is that thing. And I'm sure a lot of people know that, we cover it on a day-to-day basis. And I'm sure if you do watch me on a daily basis, you understand as to what I'm really referring to. But if you're looking at the dominance right now, it's currently sitting at 53.8%. Hasn't seen obviously these spikes, but these spikes usually happen when you do start to see uncertainty levels kind of increase and creep up. And obviously if that happens, we could see this dominance picking up and altcoins could bleed. But I think we still have more upside for altcoins in the short term. I think in the next week and a half, we still think, I personally still think we have a chance for altcoins to see, more upside. And then I think we're going to start to see the dominance picking up and see a little bit of a cool off for altcoins. And obviously Bitcoin right now, you guys can see is sitting at a new all-time high. And again, should not be a surprise to any one of you at this point. This is something, I've been honestly talking about, even if you watch my updates over the weekend, all-time high this week I was expecting, and as of now, everything going as planned. But with that being said, let's shift our focus towards our good old friend Sol. So what Solana is continuously doing is staying above that key resistance mark. Let me repeat that again. Solana is continuously holding above that key resistance mark, and this is exactly what you as a Solana holder want to be seeing. And like I said to you guys before, main target right now for Sol has not changed. It's at $158.14, and we're very, very close to that. Let me just put that into perspective. If I were to bring out the measuring tool, that is a move of about only 5%. And then once that is able to clear off, we go to the 38.2. And obviously once the 38.2 gets closed, we know there is a significant resistance coming up at that point, which is at $166.90. So to be quite frank with you guys, that is the next main target. The other $158 one, I think we will reach that quite easily with even a little bit of a push on from the Bitcoin side. But the main target you want to be looking at is the $166.73, which is only a 10% move as well. And that puts it above the most crucial resistance, in my opinion, before all-time high. To be quite frank with you, if it's able to claim above this key resistance, we could see an all-time high really quick for Sol. Because then, if I'm just basing it off of what I see on the daily time frame, the next resistance would be around 177, and then off we go to the 23.6 at $200 price point for Sol. And again, I get the goosebumps when I even look at where Solana is currently sitting at. It just feels like a dream. To be quite frank with you, it's starting to feel like a dream. We at one time were sitting at a $20 Sol. Like it's just something I cannot believe, honestly. Like, I know you guys might be like, oh, CryptoZX, what are you saying? Who cares? But honestly speaking, the people that have been following me throughout the bear market, and yes, now everyone is going to be speaking about Sol, everyone's mega bullish on Solana, all these people. But, I was one of the ones that were actually not just talking about Solana, but actually making updates for my Solana community members around that price point. And these are the real winners, in my opinion. In my book, the people that were accumulating within this range, man, the uncertainty level at that point was at an all-time high. And anyone that was picking up some Sol around there are the real winners, and I think are making life-changing gains already. But so far so good, loving what I'm seeing. The chart speaks for itself, and everyone that was waiting for a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a shakeout, everyone got that opportunity at $108. And since then, Sol pumped up another 40%. And going back to that $108 price point, if you do follow me on my channel from the beginning, does that ring a bell? Remember that resistance that was coming in our way pretty much since December? I'm sure everyone knows about that, and I continuously reminded everyone, this is the resistance you want to be looking at. This is the resistance you want to be looking at. And then you can see this for yourself. It came in our support. When the price kind of cooled off, that exact same resistance came to the rescue. But that is it for today's update. Thank you so much for all your support. I cannot thank you enough. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Also, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. We'll see you tomorrow, as I've said. And it's been CryptoZX, and peace out.